got this side a little more than the other one, so all that green stuff and my luck are a little rougher on this side. Just a wee bit. Get some of that acid for these rims. It's probably gonna mess the black up on them, but I mean, at this point, it's got to be better than what it is now. I knew that was too big. Yeah, too big. Get my carburetor tuner. Definitely about out of brake pad. Slides work great. Do you see it? Alright, so if y'all ever wondering what size Torx bit you need for the brakes on your Tahoe or Silverado, is T55. If you didn't know, now you do. I mean, I'll forget, so it really doesn't matter if I remember it or not. I've done been here at least 2 times. And I don't remember. Have you ever felt like you spend more time looking for your tools than you do actually working with them? If you do, don't get a bigger shop. I felt it was bad when I was in that little, what was it, a 10 by 20? Now I come over here and it's like, you gotta walk 60 feet just to find it and 60 feet back just to use it. Maybe a 10 millimeter. I have to roll my toolbox over here. I really don't like this corner. This corner is a little tight. Hey, 10 millimeter, where are you? I'll use the short one. Oh, come on, man. Come here, little tink tink. Milwaukee M12 won't happen. Oh yeah, we got that. I know you're not supposed to let them hang, but tell me about it in the comments. Pretty close. Almost at the squeaker. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. Almost at the squeaker. But you know what? I'm gonna run them till I get all my monies out of it. So it'll be like, you know, metal to metal. God, I can't stand brake dust. Remember, when you go back together with these bolts, always use Loctite. Y'all know that stuff, one little bit, it's like anti-seize. This next thing you know, it's up your butt crack. You wondering how it got there. Ooh, that one's in there. If y'all want to know what size, that's a 15 millimeter for your axle bolts, the inner bolts. Axle nut on this is 36 millimeters. Now we got to get this tie rod in now. Millimeter tie rod, but they change. They don't, you can't really go off of that because every one of them's different. Like the new ones I get, the new tie rods I get won't have the same size. They may, but I highly doubt it. Oh, here we go. Cue the music. We gotta find the hammer. Where's Thor? Got both. But let's say you was in a pickle and needed to use a hatchet in the back of your truck. Let's see if that'll work. Ooh. Brakes are not going to work when you put it back. I can hear it already. Me personally, it's just my opinion. Everybody's got one. If you hang it by the hose like this, Okay, you see, like this. See how I did that? Like laying an egg on a concrete block. If that messes this hose up any way or shape or form, you needed a new hose to start. That wasn't safe. If this messes your hose up, you got some problems already before you did that. Now, if you just picked it up and you just let it bungee jump from the upper control arm down there where it's hanging, yeah, you're probably going to mess something up. But if it's just hanging and you have brake problems later, you already had problems. You just didn't know about it yet. Cue the music. Looking for tools. Ain't no way. Alrighty then. Woo, get back in there. There's a lot of dirt around that thing. See, this is why you buy good parts. This one, come on. Look at this right here. Y'all see how new that wheel bearing is? Because, you know, I said I've already replaced the front end one time on this. Okay, look at this. There's still paint on it. Okay, there's the part number. Still on the hub. Okay? And all this is wore out because I replaced it all at the same time. Pitman arm, idler arm, all that junk's got clay in it. So I'm doing it again, but this time I'm buying, you know, these are that oh, we got a package on Amazon, you know, $200 you can fix your whole front end. Yeah, that's good if you're just trying to get to point A to point B for, you know, 6 months. But if you drive it like I drive it, you know, you got a half a mile long driveway that's rough, you drive it across the cow pasture, you beat on it, you play with it, you know, it's your toy. Those OEM factory parts that are cheaper than the OEM factory parts are probably not going to last as long as the OEM factory parts. What a shocker, right? But at least I did get good hubs. So my hubs should be fine. But I wanted to get good hubs because we got these wheels. These wheels have been known to kill my wheel bearings. My wife used to drive this as a daily, and it was every like 6 to 8 months wheel bearing was going out. So last time I did it, I put good ones on it. But, you know, it hadn't been that many miles. I mean, come on, guys, look. Hadn't been that long. But let's get down to the meat and potatoes of this. Don't forget, don't lose these shims. That is not a gasket. The O-ring is the gasket. That is a air gap shim. And if you don't put that back in there, your sensor is going to hit that wheel in there. See that wheel, that pulse ring? It's going to hit that. It looks like it already has. Is that not? Oh, that's just grease. Okay, that's just grease. That's why I sprayed it off with brake clean, because I didn't want dirt to get down in there and tear up my bearing. Because a good one of those, I don't know about y'all, but I'm a little hard up on cash, and those right there will break the bank sometimes. You have to put them little Debbie's back when you go to the dollar store. All right, let's put y'all back up here. That out the way. I don't know what size that is. Got to be this one. I had a half a cent for every time this thing's fell off of something and destroyed itself. And look at that. I found a cap to it, I bet it still works. Like I said, if I just have to wait until I find it. But anyway, once you do that and destroy all your tools, you can get this axle out. See, it wasn't far from destroying itself. See how cracked up that is? That's horrible. But in the future, if I happen to break an axle and can't get a hold of one, that one's still good enough for, you know, a full send. Come on, people, you gotta have a weak link. If you was to bulletproof this whole front end, what's gonna break after that? It's probably gonna be something like, you know, really, really expensive. Like a transmission output shaft or a transfer case. I'd rather break a $100 axle. And that's for a good one. You can get them for like 50 bucks if you want to wait on them. So I would much rather break an axle than a front diff or a front drive shaft or a transfer case. I'd rather that be my fuse. And look how easy it is to change. Literally, what, 30 minutes? Would have been like 10 if I didn't have to hunt for tools. The bearing's good. Now we can take you. 15/16. Who that is? Oh. Tell me your impact's new without telling me your impact's new. Well, daggone. How bad is it? I don't want to mess the boot up because, like I said, I didn't buy new ones. Yeah, it's bad. Well, ain't no backing up now. Like we're doing ball joints. Might be another video, I don't know. Now I don't know for sure, but that is a factory installed ball joint. See, you got the little kicks. It doesn't have a snap ring on it. That's how they were pressed in, and they put these little kicks on them so they don't fall out. But I don't know. I've never put control arms on the bottom of this. I have the top now, but that's how you change these ball joints anyway. Ooh, that's nasty. I don't know. It's got slop to it. So yeah, that's gonna require sparks. That should go well with all this brake cleaning I just sprayed. I think we should wait. Come back and hit that later.